you doing, Dan? Welcome.
Well, I'm doing fantastic. Do we really need to use the microphones? If this is a closer,
Well, I mean,
we'll wait here a little bit closer.
I guess we could. We could.
Okay.
I'm Tess from Eight Legs Circus. I'm your panel hostess, and I'm here to enhance
The hostess with the mostest.
with
There
the
you go.
mostest. That's right. That's right, Dan. Is this your first time for FarleyCon?
Yes.
Well-
Actually, the only reason I was looking away here right now because I did so many bookings that I don't know where I've been.
It's good to refer to the calendar keeper.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Me
mean,
too.
There are times when I wake up in the morning and as I'm rubbing the sleep out of my eyes, I'm looking around like going, I have to look at my planner to figure out where am I at?
What state are you in?
And what function is my and again, that too, what state,
Yeah.
country, whatever else I have. And I tell people, it's not because I've been hitting the head that many times, because I like to, I kind of like to look at my athletic career as a testimony of time that no one did not. Because there's only two people, I should say, I have one other gentleman that has more matches than what I do, and yet I fought the man 3 different times and beat him all 3 times.
Who was that?
It'll come to me here in just a moment here right now. Who was it? It Travis Fulton. Okay, that's his name. Travis Fulton.
Travis Fulton.
Yeah, but it was. I don't know what story to go into on that one. But again, I just simply say that the guy that had the most matches, I fought 3 at the time and beat him all 3 times.
Wow.
The third time was so bad because on the third occasion, I beat him up so bad that I sent both him and his wife to the hospital.
The wife?
Okay, no.
Dan.
Okay. Which like, no, I didn't even know she was there.
Okay.
But she was there watching her husband. She was like 8 months or more along being pregnant.
Oh my.
And because she was like tensing up, she went into pre-labor.
Oh my.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so it's like, I was like, yeah, Dan Severn is a bad man. He gives you a 2-for-1 special. He beats up men and women all at the same time here, yeah.
Well, welcome to FarleyCon. We are so glad you are here to spend some time with us today. Anybody want to ask any questions or talk about? This is our friend Mike. Mike is part of Eight Legs Circus as well. I'd like to call him Hot Mike. Watch out, we have a hot mic right here.
Over your career, you have mixed martial arts, you've been wrestling, you've done UFC. Is it that which one do you like the most? Do you like the rough and tumble of UFC or
I've had a career in amateur wrestling, professional wrestling, mixed martial arts. Again, there's the real world, and there's that magical, mystical world where anything is possible. I always tell people, I'm not here to burst anyone's balloon here today. There's been some people I've seen where some grown men lift this are, oh, I can't believe it. But professional wrestling, it's a multi-million, and literally what the most recent sports merger in sports merger history, you got the WWE and the UFC underneath the same umbrella. A 300 billion, not billion-dollar merger. And I mean, the UFC is a well-oiled machine that's going to make $1 billion a year. Professional wrestling, another one of these multi-billion-dollar type of industries there, because Vince was running a weekly show that led to a monthly pay-per-view. And he's working with an array of athletes, knowing in the next 30 days, 1 or 2 of his athletes are going to be injured because the athletes are not continuing to train and or hone their skills. Out of all my industries, I've been hurt far worse in my professional wrestling career than anything else. Now, why should I be hurt in the world of fantasy where you and I know who's going to win, by what kind of a technique, by how long in the match? These are 3 things we know about that right now. Anything else about that is between you and I to work out, to animate, and to make the crowd react in the ways that we want them to react. So I do like professional wrestling because I look at that. Even in my MMA career, I've used professional wrestling psychology to work the crowd. To where I'm going up against another very prominent fighter. I deliberately will slow a match down. What do you think the crowd's reaction is going to be if the match is starting to slow down? Is it going to be a positive reaction I'm going to get from it, or a negative reaction? Negative. They'll start booing, up to the point that not only were they booing, they were throwing trash into the cage. To where my opponents just talk to me, they come on, I'm thinking, I go, and this was when matches were unlimited time. I'm thinking to myself is, I can come to you, you can come to me. I got nothing but time to kill. Are you going to let them dictate you? No. I'm running this circus here right now because you folks are affecting my opponent, and you're doing exactly what I want you to do.
That's right. That's right.
Well,
Way to control the crowd.
but that's well thought out, but also a lot of MMA athletes do not realize they have to live in that body for the rest of their lives. When their career comes to an end, again, even professional wrestlers, I say you have to, there comes a point in time when you no longer can be a professional wrestler, you can no longer be a cage fighter, you have to live in your body. How many times did you get thumped on your head? How many times did you get thumped this way, thumped that way? In professionals, they use a term called taking a bump, which means being picked up and slammed, or falling down, or being punched and being knocked down, hit with a chair, knocked down.
Right.
So bumps take a toll over time.
They do.
So
They do.
I always tell people at 68 years of age, the moneymaker is still intact.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good.
I have almost all of my teeth. The nose still in the center of the face, yeah, okay, and I can still carry a thought or two. So
You're doing great, Dan. You got a great smile. Considering, I mean, fighting was your career all these years. Are you doing any consulting now with it?
I do a multitude of different things. I travel a great deal. I do a lot of instructional type things. So my first love is still teaching amateur wrestling. It's my first love that I began, and it really is the nucleus that launched all of my other careers. As a high school athlete, it was like, how do I use my amateur wrestling career to get me a full scholarship to go to college? So I used my athletic endeavors to be the #1 recruit back in 1976.
Okay.
And I had the academic skill along to do it to where I could have went to any university.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
And that's where but even now,
Yeah.
at the senior citizen age that I am, I still create opportunities all the time. And I even do a program with senior citizens known as Use It or Lose It.
That's right. There you go.
Because
Good.
what we get, because most seniors are sedentary.
Yeah.
You got it.
Gotta
Motion is life.
That's right.
You gotta get up and move.
Movement is medicine.
Yeah.
Movement is medicine. Oh, that's great. That's very inspiring, Dan. Well, anybody else questions? There we go.
Yeah. You're gonna have to educate me, Dan. Were you in the Brawl for a Dollar tournament?
Yes, I was. Now, originally, okay, for anyone that doesn't know, this was a concept that WWE wanted to put together, where they had professional wrestlers involved in a real athletic contest. Okay, so there was nothing worked or fixed about the Brawl for All. And then when the various road agents went out and grabbed all the different talent, they brought us back into the cafeteria area. They're like going, okay, they start talking about this Brawl for All concept, and they're like, well, before we go much further, the only two athletes that are not involved is Ken Shamrock and Dan Severn. And so I'm standing right next to one of the road agents. I go, well, if I'm here and I'm not involved, can I leave now? Yeah, you go. So I left. The brawl for all goes on for a couple weeks. Then all of a sudden, I happen to be at another one of the WWF shows. And I did not know if I was going to work that night or not. There was, I had a unique contract where a lot of the guys, they were working close to 300 dates a year. I had something like 80 dates, that's all. But they would still fly me in, I would get there, and then there would be the chalkboard ESO. And again, all the main matches that we got for the upcoming pay-per-view, these things have got to be taking place. But if someone goes in there and their match goes too long, or a promo goes too long, they need to cut another match. They pull out an eraser and just like that, the match is done. Even though you're all warmed up and you're next to go, we got to cut your match. So I've been there before. It's like I flew in there, really just do nothing, but they still hate me.
Okay.
So again, did that really hurt my feelings? No. Even as I'm here, if people will walk by and see my table, if I'm not interacting with someone in a manner talking about whatever I'm talking about, they'll see I have a laptop set back there. I'm knocking off emails. I'm sending off text messages.
Yeah.
Because time is the one thing I cannot replace.
That's right.
So I try to utilize my time wisely. So a big exception to a lot of different areas of when it came to working with different athletes and at wherever I went to. So a lot of the talent, they wanted to go, oh, now we're done. Let's go party. Let's go drinking. Let's go smoke up. Let's go do this. Sorry, fellas. I have to go on to something else.
Yeah, you got work to do. You're creating opportunities, like you said. It's always that's a 24/7 thing. It can be. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, again, I still tell people, are there any insurance benefits that come along with being a professional wrestler or a cage fighter? No. If you get hurt that night in a cage in a fight, something like that, oh, they'll patch you up and send you on your way. But what's your long-term effects going to be? So there's a lot of young people that get involved in different types of sports like mixed martial arts or professional wrestling, and there's a lot of backyard professional wrestling promotions.
Oh yeah.
And where more people are getting hurt there because they're trying to emulate these different types of techniques and stuff like that, and you don't understand there's a way that, like a martial arts way of doing your break falls.
Right. There's certain safety techniques for safety.
Yes.
That we don't know, we don't
Yeah.
see, we're not aware of them.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'll give like one insight, because there's a lot of professional wrestling trainers they don't all teach the same, and that's one of the first things that's wrong is you need to teach the same.
Yeah.
And like one of the first things I'll tell like a new group of professional wrestlers, like every time you take a bump, again I'll ask them a question: which way do you get up and turn? And they'll look at me like they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But there's a correct answer: to the right. So I'll even tell anyone that's all here, from this time forward, watch when a wrestler gets punched, knocked down, gets hit with a chair shot. No, once they fall down, as they get back up, they're supposed to turn to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? So that I know whoever their partner is knows how they're going to get up, and they're going to feed to you, because you want to know. You have to know that there's a certain foundation of rules. That so you can continue the rest, so that I can be ready to do the next match. So I can do whatever it is I want to do to the next. So that I'm just giving you like a little insight of the wacky world of professional wrestling and how so many backyard operations they just watch it, but they really don't know how to do moves and moves safely.
Right, right. But there's a lot of just haphazard daredevils out there.
Oh, well, yes. Well,
Yeah.
I've actually gone to other places where I might be doing. I'll be teaching way similar on one thing, but I get there early enough where I catch the tail end of maybe a professional wrestling seminar, and they're showing people how to do moonsaults. Now, if you have a little bit of a fear of height to begin with, now they're gonna, without any preparation, they want you to lay down out here on a mat and let someone that has never done a moonsault before do a moonsault to you. Now, how comfortable would you be doing something like that? Not at all. Especially if they weigh 300 to 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when you see that big old solar eclipse, you know, does the little backflip there, you're going to be hoping like hang. The hip, I take my athlete suit. I do a warm up and a stretch before they come.
Yeah.
I actually give them my professional wrestlers homework. Now you think about that. What kind of homework? Okay, first of all, you know, it's going to be kind of mean, but it's going to be right to the point. You're weak. Lift some weights. Do some calisthenics. You know, not everyone's paying here to see chubby guys run around in spandex.
You can't just be big.
No.
You have to be fit.
You got there's the cardiovascular that you need, because if a match is going to go 15, 20 minutes, and when you go back to doing 1 hour long Broadways, I would say, you name me how many young professional wrestlers now that could do a 1 hour Broadway. I could go out there at 68 now. I'll do a 1 hour Broadway. And I'll suck the air rate out of you in the process there, because I know how to do what I call parasital tactics that's gonna suck it out of you, and I'll slow you down any way I have to. But it's like only because I've learned over the process.
Yeah.
Of doing that. You have to, just for survival's sake. There's a lot of things that are, I'll just say, with each generation you lose something, and then you lose something more. I am a throwback from days gone by, to where I am like that little circus type of person that, you know, I'll still pull back the curtain. I'll show you the wizard every now and then, but knowing that, okay, there is a wizard back there, he's pulling some strings, but doggone it, you're the performer.
That's right.
You've got to do your job out there.
Yeah. So, talk to me about some of those. Was there a problem with steroid use in the 80s and 90s?
Oh, there was no problem at all. It was all around you, okay? There was no problem with it.
It was
there.
everywhere.
Yeah, no, it was interesting, because I would be, as I said earlier, in the beginning, I got to the locker room stuff a bit early, because I'm a newbie at this team. I want to make sure I'm early. I want to watch things unfold, because I always know that no matter what job you take, there's good and bad in every occupation that you are. I would get there early, and I would typically get, what is a locker room? There's no proper locker room. A lot of times they just would take some kind of a room. You got a bunch of chairs, some tables, and you find, oh, this is my little space over there. I throw my duffel bag, that's my little domain area, and that's about it. Mm-hmm. I find a place to go, because I know, and I would either, if there's a let's go outlet, or I'll set up my laptop. Because again, how am I going to utilize my time?
That's right.
And that's where more of the guys, they were nervous around me. Because why? Because I sat there, I was quiet, and I watched. I'm not quiet right now because I'm asked to speak.
Yes.
So I'm here to flat my yap. So I was there, and I also had kind of an intimidating look about me. So when people look at me, and I get that little eyebrows on my this, I go, I'm not sure if I want to approach them or not. Especially if they saw me in any of my mixed martial arts type of matches.
Yeah.
So again, I kind of stayed to myself, because I wanted to watch to see what's unfolding. I literally drove by myself, stayed by myself. The first time that I went to one of the events, I stayed at the same hotel that all the other talent was staying at. And then when I went back to go to my room, it was mass chaos in the lobby area, because a lot of the fans, they found out where's all the talent staying.
Right.
And so you got all these people, and then there's some that they're just fans, but they might have 30, 40, 50 pictures of you that you've never seen before, that all of a sudden they're wanting you to sign.
Yeah.
It's like going, you might be a nice guy, but like, you know, they're going to go sell these pictures.
Yeah, they are.
With your signature on
Right.
them now. So like going, now you have to, how do you say, nice? No. Okay?
That's right.
So I would always, from that point on, after my first experience, like going, okay, I'm going to find out, where's all the other talent staying? And then I stayed somewhere else. I drove by myself, I stayed by myself, but then in the same 24 hours that's gone, that they're coming in to do one thing, I always pre-planned a couple more things.
Yeah.
I would go in earlier that morning, I would go to a local MMA gym, or a high school amateur wrestling program. I would teach a clinic, teach a seminar.
Yes.
Then I would go
Yes.
to the building where WWF was going to be performing. Again, wait around to see, am I going to wrestle perform that night? And then when I was done, I might go to a sports bar later that evening
Yeah.
to do an appearance at the sports bar. Which again, I learned the lesson that do appearances at sports bars earlier in the night.
Yes.
The later in the night, some of the patrons have partaken of one too many barley pops. And now they'd be like, well, I thought you'd be bigger. Boy, you don't look so tough.
Oh,
You know, and
no.
this kind of stuff, I'm just like going, okay, it's the beer talking here
That's
right now. I was
right.
like, let it go, let it go.
That's right. Yeah.
How, how do you feel about both of the amateur wrestling? Like you said, you go to an amateur high school, watch them. And now, whenever you see any video of amateur wrestlers, they're trying to do professional wrestling moves on people in the circle.
Well, honestly, I have not seen that. I mean, you have actually seen
Yeah.
some amateur matches. You see someone trying to do
Yes.
a professional move. Well, again, I can't say I've actually seen that. It would not go over all that big.
Yeah.
As I stated in the very beginning of this talk here, I take a great deal more pride in my amateur wrestling career because it did open up all of the other doors here for me. I love football way more than I did wrestling. I played high school football. I had a number of college offers to go play college ball. But what turned me off about high school football, or I should say team sports in general, was I had to rely on everybody else to do their job. You know, a football team, you got 11 players out there. And I was, again, I'll boast, I was a one-man wrecking machine. I love football. I never left the field. I was on there from kickoff to punt returns to you name it, offense, defense. I never left. And again, I was like a one-man wrecking machine to where on 2 different occasions I split my helmet. And I'm on the sideline trying to find another helmet. I got a pretty good sized pumpkin on my head, so it's hard for me to find another, grab another helmet. Someone that's on the sideline there, to side on the helmet. Shoulder pads that were disintegrating to where, okay, I got to pull out this set of shoulder pads, put on another set of shoulder pads. Now, the real comical part was I was also in the marching band. All right, hard to believe. Dan Severn played the trombone.
Okay.
Okay.
That's great.
So, did you too? Or in the marching band? Or Trump?
Both.
Okay. Well, so now the comic part is I'm still in my football outfit, minus the helmet,
Right,
in the
right.
marching band.
Yes.
And so when the team is in the locker room, I'm out marching. So they're getting a break. I don't get the break. I'm marching, and then okay. It's winding down the last couple of minutes. Okay. I put my trombone back into my case, and then it's like, okay, put the helmet back on. Okay, now we're back up playing football again.
That's right. That's great.
Can I ask
So-
another question?
Yeah, sure. He's got a question over here.
Yeah.
All right, I just saw a reel on Facebook this morning talking about how sorry of a fighter Steven Seagal is. Well, how do you think Steven Seagal is as a real fighter?
I mean, I've actually seen a great deal of those videos and I'll simply say that Steven Seagal comes up on the short end of the stick on most of those videos right there.
Yeah.
I really don't know what the man's true abilities were, because I always say it like that word because I used to have abilities as well. Okay, but with each passing day, they get a little bit more diminished. This guy going, oh yeah, I was a bad man many years ago. Okay, but yeah, I would say I'm one of the toughest grandpas you could find today.
That's right.
I just have to put it in the right kind of category. That's all. So no, I couldn't tell you because I know who he is from watching the movies and stuff like that.
Right.
Now, there's a lot of people that I've seen that teach some kind of weird types of martial arts, and there was one gentleman that was teaching what he called no-touch knockouts, where he was like throwing this sheep hound
Oh.
at you and like knocking people out, and literally, I witnessed. I happened to be doing on one particular weekend. I was there to teach right after this gentleman was done. and I'm just sitting there watching this, and there seems like a line of like 6 or 8 guys all supporting each other's back, and he's out there doing this voodoo magic and stuff like this, and the whole line started waver and stuff like this, and then they all like domino, and so it's like Peter, he had like a camera crew and stuff like that, and he's like, Ronald, Dan, what do you think? I'm like going, I'm going, I can't believe my eyes. I don't know what to think here right now. It's like, I'm trying to be kind.
Right.
And yet, because I'm in front of the pub, and then he kept trying to push it. And then it's like I'm going, I pulled this out and I said, if you want to continue this, I'm going to embarrass you. I go, I don't believe in what you're showing and you're doing out there. Maybe I'm so desensitized or I'm such a barbaric animal that none of this voodoo magic is going to work on me.
Right.
But like, don't ever pull me in. I go, otherwise I will expose you for what I feel you are.
Yeah. Right. That is kind of kooky. I have not seen that.
Oh.
I have not seen that.
Just Google it. You'll have some fun
That's
with it.
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Should we do?
It was just kind of too bad there weren't more people, because I think one of the aspects is when people will walk past my table. I've actually got before where two men will be whispering. I look over and like, they don't even want to make eye contact because they saw this savage, barbaric competitor. And now they see me out in the wild. No one's around, no dart guns there to put me down and like this.
Right.
And they just don't know how I'm going to act and behave. It's like going, and when they start talking to me, it's like going like, you're not at all like I thought you would be. I go, I'm civilized. I'm almost even housebroken.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. Can you? No. Yeah. Are you able to say yes or no? He's housebroken.
Sometimes he is, sometimes not.
No input.
So no, again, it just kind of, like I said, just kind of comical what people's perceptions are of you, especially if you're, whether you're in the movies, whether you're in professional wrestling, whether you're in mixed martial arts and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
I always say that I've always been, you get what you get. So I'm a big believer at my tables and like that. I'm here for a couple days. I'm here to steal the show.
So would you be interested in doing a legacy match?
Would it,
Who would your legacy matchup be with you?
well, no, I basically have retired from mixed martial arts.
Okay. So not Jean-Claude.
Well, no, but what I say about that is like, I would probably still entertain the idea of going back, but not against any of the young bucks right now.
Well, yeah,
but they won't go up against another old geezer like
Well,
me.
a legacy.
Yeah.
That's in the. It's
We could
in
have
the
the
title.
geezers at Caesars. Okay.
So the geezers at Caesars.
Yeah.
Instead of folding chairs, they walkers.
Yeah. Okay. You get new sponsors on board. Geritol, Chesterman, hair replacement, dental cream company.
Depends.
Depends. Yeah. You know, the routes have to be shorter because the cardiovascular's not there.
That's
You have to have new
yeah.
rules like no kicking the prosthetics.
I mean, with our generations getting older, but we're still excited about the showmanship. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think we need to talk about this later on.
You might be surprised. No, actually,
might be onto this.
Trust me, it is marketable.
It is marketable.
And just some of these restaurants and companies just haven't thought of the idea there yet. That's all. People are kind of, again, taken back by some of the wacky ideas I come up with. But I ran my own MMA company.
Yeah.
I ran my own professional wrestling company. I have a 10,000 square foot training facility on my property. If you would see what I had at the time that I had it, I had way more than what the UFC had. And I did not have a UFC budget. My budget was in my pocket.
That's
okay,
right,
that was my budget. One guy's pocket. So again, but I did a lot of sweat equity. But I learned real quick as different athletes would come in. I'd always find out, like, John, what is your what is your shoot job? What's your real job? Oh, electrician, plumber. Oh my God! It's kind of going. I need some plumbing work here. I need some electrical work over here. So it's like going. Do you want to trade money or do you want to trade skills?
There you go. That's a great. Yeah, absolutely.
The bartering system went really well for me.
That's right. Wheeling and dealing.
Exactly.
Well, Dan, that's been our time.
All
That's
right.
been